Alrighty, welcome back guys to the Lord of Masochism challenge. Let's continue from where we left off. For those of you tuning in, I'll do some quick little updates, some quick little changes that happened so that we're all on the same page. So what happened on the previous session was we got pretty lucky. We ended up getting uh, a shoulders piece for Marauders, which means we now have two set pieces of two set pieces. So two set bonuses of two set pieces. So I've got Marauders, two set bonus, and we've got Natalia's two set bonus. So we get to kind of take advantage of both. So while I was off stream, I've been playing around with my abilities and how we should go about them. So what I've done is, I thought like the best thing to do is probably utilize both and get like the best of both worlds because it'd be a shame not to, since we do have two of two. So what I've done is I've kept the vault. I feel like vault's pretty important because I do want to move around since we map clearing. It's good to get around quickly and just get more map coverage much faster, as well as obviously dodging abilities and not getting one shot. So we've got the companion ability with the wolf for the marauders. So we're all three pets, as well as each bonus that they give. Rain of Vengeance will obviously have to keep because it's just too good for Natalia's. Having being able to spam this and freeze enemies is just too good to pass up. And now for the last one, I kept Vengeance. As you can see, there's no more sentries here. I got rid of sentries because I thought I'd try something. Um, it was either going to be Vault and then sentries, or I don't know. I had to kind of work around it, but I basically switched over sentries for Vengeance. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go because I did change the passives as well. So we're going more towards more of like a hybrid build than a sentry build. I was thinking maybe if boss fights get a bit difficult, we can go back to sentry, maybe swap out Vengeance back for sentries for boss fights. But I think we should be fine. We'll see how we go. I'm experimenting, just basically all damage passives. I got rid of
Surely there is someone out there who would benefit from our aid
yes.
right
Just give me a
now.
moment, Janda. Just give me a sec, buddy. So I get rid of the extra sentry and ballistics, and went with ambush, archery, cold weak, and steady aim. We'll see how it goes. Honestly, I'm not sure. Like it was in mind, it seemed like it made sense having both these just for the set pieces, this to move around, and vengeance for that extra bit of damage against rare packs. We'll see how it goes. If we're not doing enough damage, because the sentries do pretty consistent damage, especially with ballistics and missiles. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But I'm kind of vibing on this. I'm kind of feeling this. But this is the current build so far. If you guys wanna, I'll just go over real quick. But yeah, so it's nice. And these are both sets I was considering going anyways. So we'll see which one's gonna surpass the other and which one we'll end up committing to. Ideally Marauders, but we'll see. We'll see. The other thing was I went back and I watched a video on you know how we ended up skipping that thing and I was like really down and out. I was like, oh man, I wanted to see what that dialogue was for the NPC. Turns out it's nothing, so that's all sweet as well. We've already done all the chitty chats with the NPCs, so let's get right into it. I haven't tested this out at all, so we're gonna find out together how it goes. Cool. Sorry for that little rant, but I thought I'd get everyone up to date with what's going on in my brains. Are we in the right place? Find and destroy the corrupt growths to reveal the hidden Hell Rift portal in the Gardens of Hope second tier. Am I in the right place? Gardens of Hope is second tier, yes. Okay, cool. Been a little while since I last played as well, so let me get my bearings. Let me get a feel for the game.
The angel spirit is free now. May he be at peace.
Okay, so we can just spam this. So we'll probably save Vengeance and W for... Actually, you know what? I might change... I'll be fine. I'll get used to it. Just gotta get used to the keybinds. We'll just start clearing.
No shortage of foes up here. Diablo works quickly.
Hordes of demons to kill. I was made for this.
Badass, badass. So we'll save W and Vengeance for like elite packs and stuff. It feels weird not having sentries. I usually pop them down immediately. Oh yeah, so we do have load up for bear now as well. On the cluster arrow. There's no more missiles. Just straight damage. I think I went over it. Yeah. Volt, Wolf, Flying, Vengeance, Freezing Bowlers, and loaded for bear cluster arrows, sorry. I don't think I went over that one. Dead end. Do a ton more damage. Ooh, well, I think it's one of those, whatchamacallits, forgetting his name. Because I changed the abilities around, I'm still getting used to what the press feels. It feels awkward right now, but hopefully we get used to it. So basically, E I can spam. Yeah, it's just E. Just spam E constantly, and then when we come against the rare elite, we'll do all three. That, grab that. Minions also give each individual bonuses as well. The wolf gives extra damage, the spider slows them down, the boar gives us life regen. So it's pretty sick, man. Getting huge value from the pets. Survivability, offense, crowd control. Oh yeah, I gotta maintain my distance as well for steady aim.
I'm still waiting.
What do we got? Any upgrades for anyone? Nope.
Not ready yet. My training has paid off.
Nice, level up, cool. I'm glad that was a dead end. And I have to backtrack. Man, I just want to come against a rare mob so I can see how using all my cooldowns works. Oh, here we go. Okay, this works.
Stunned.
Damn it, yeah. So I got Cull. Sorry, the CC 20% bonus. All I need to do is just maintain my distance and it should be a lot of damage. Spike is melting.
Need more time.
Looks like he's like obviously I can't really compare with sentries, but another good thing about this is it's a lot more mobile. With sentries, once you place them down, and you got to move, you got to replace them. It makes it a little bit difficult, like less mobile. But now this way we can move around and not have to worry about that at all. I'm feeling the damage. It's feeling pretty good. Anything for John Dario? It's got more damage but less toughness. Yeah, let's just carry on. He's good. He's pretty good for toughness, so gotta get damage on this guy. We'll go down this way. Pretty cool. I'm feeling it. Having both Wolf Companion, Rain of Vengeance. We basically just use Vengeance for Elite Pack just to get through them quickly.
I'm still waiting.
Or like really dense packs. I think the minions are doing a whole bunch of damage as well. I want to say. And I'm tired of running into these single type of guys. They're getting owned though, thankfully. I feel like I could probably profit here.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, a lot of damage, man. I'm feeling this damage right now. I want to fight a boss and see how it goes. Might just forget about sentries altogether.
Need more time.
I mean,
you filth.
that is until, you know, we get all the Marauders pieces. All I need to switch out is my arms, and I'm basically all totally legendaried out. Ooh. Speaking of... okay, shoulders. What is it? Ooh, Natalia's. Okay, alright. Come on, game. I just adjusted, man. You're gonna make me change it up already? What have I got on Natalia's? It's only a 2-set bonus, yeah? Yeah. Probably just stick with what we got for now. Let's continue. Until I get the 4th piece, there's no point. I'm not gonna get a set bonus. And in regards to story, what are we doing? We're just kind of clear. Oh,
I'm still waiting.
cleaning out heaven. I don't know what 20 yards is. I wish there was like an indicator. I feel like they would have added that by now. It's season 27, so I know if I'm like within 20 yards or not. I remember that was one of my issues back in the days with that passive ability.
Not ready yet.
Like, do I have to pull out my ruler and start measuring? Let's see what's 20 yards. I think I can spam companion a lot more. Yeah, man, the damage is real. I think, yeah. Like, is off my, like, is the corner of my monitor 20 yards? That's kind of what I want to know. Is it really close or really far? I see. What's this? Is that a red pack? Yes, it is.
There has been much debate among the Horodrim regarding the shadow vermin. Some scholars believe that these wraith-like foes are formed from concentrated demonic energy, while others believe they are the souls of humans, corrupted by Diablo. They glide through the darkness as easily as water, ready to smother their unwary prey.
Cool. What's this? Okay, we won't go there just yet. Radiant Chapel. Give me a minute. What's the cooldown on this? 30 seconds. Yeah. A lot of CC, just straight, like, instant perma freeze. It's great. Wait, is Radiant Chapel like a little side thing? I think if it is, we might just go in there. Let me do some explorations. It's like a little the dungeon equivalent of this area, then we might just go there first. Might be, but I'm not sure. I don't want to progress the story just yet.
Stand down, fiends!
Need more time.
Pop everything for this speedy dance.
You won't survive that!
What's this thing? Find and destroy corrupt crypts. A blessing, nice.
Not enough hatred.
Okay, grab that.
It is through the Archangel Ariel that the power of hope flows into the fabric of creation. Her eternal light illuminates even the darkest souls. With Malthael's departure,
Not ready yet.
it falls to Ariel to hold the Angiras Council together. Should her light ever fade, all heaven would fall to despair.
Okay, so Ariel's kind of keeping it together, and Malthael is MIA for some reason. I wonder why. I wonder why. It's almost as though he's setting himself up for an expansion or something.
Need more time.
Gotta pick up more of these guys, man.
I need more hatred to do that.
Come on, guys, move it. Let's go. Good RNG though, I just realized. Off to a good start for legendary RNG.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
The demons have spread their corruption here as they have in our world.
Yeah, damage is good, man. Always a rare boy. I'm tough on hitting him or not.
I'm still waiting.
He's in a really awkward spot. With all of it. The damage increase. Melted, dude, melted.
What riches!
Not even close. Better shield, nope. And focus. What's this? Oh, I think this is the next area. Yeah, okay, you know what we'll do? That probably opens up once we clear all the corrupt growth. So there's probably one more there. So what I'll do is we'll go in that chapel place.
Not enough discipline.
While on the way. Pretty sure it's like a side thing. Radiant Chapel. Yeah, it is. Break all these pots. I think it is. Yeah, it is. Should be. Ah, nice. Okay, awesome. I want to test this out actually. Surrounding areas, see if we can actually complete it. I don't think I've been able to finish one yet. If memory serves me right. We haven't been able to actually complete it properly. Okay, here we go. Who is this? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy, boys. Don't have them all group up, otherwise it's going to be difficult, man. Come on, boys. Together, please. Yeah, see, like, you need Vault for this exact scenario. What am I on? No, I'm not going to make it.
My hatred is too
I don't have
low.
anywhere near the damage.
How satisfying. Not ready yet.
Yeah, not even close, man. At least I can stand amongst all of them. Like it owned. Oh yeah, the companion
still
thing
waiting.
gives you hatred as well because of one of the pets. I forgot about that. Yeah, I deserve not to get anything. Not even close, man. Okay, cool. Get the rest of the corruption. Yep. Hey, Frodo. How you doing, man? Welcome, bro. Man, what is this? Like the third day in a row? What's going on, man? How you doing? I'm good, bro. I'm good. Just playing some Diablo, man. Just chilling. Hey Shy, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Diablo, never played, but a friend of mine has always been a fan of the series. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, have you played Diablo
More
before?
time.
Any of the Diablos at all? Really? I'd recommend, man. I'd recommend. It's definitely. I mean, the older games might be a bit hard to get into. Are you a fan of like the top down?
Draw closer to victory, Nephilim.
Oh my god, really? Come on, man. As if you put the. I hate when they do. Oh man, me just trying to catch up with the law. God damn it! They had to put the rift right underneath the freaking. Okay, man.
I need more hatred.
What was
to
he
do
saying?
that.
Nephilim, you will never defeat me, right? That was the thing. Okay, I didn't miss out on anything. I hate when that happens, though. Missing out on the lore and dialogue, man. in Diablo, Lord of missing out on story. What's this Lord of Masochism? It sounds like a fun time. Because I've already played the game years ago. What I'm doing is replaying it. Because this is like, I'm in the middle of the Diablo
Not enough
marathon.
hatred.
So what I did was I played Diablo 1, beat it. Started Diablo 2, beat it for the first time. And now I'm doing like Diablo 3's Power of the Marathon, yeah? But since I've already played Diablo 3 before, I thought I'd play it again for like a twist.
Never wanted to see
I can get into the details later if you like. Play these types of games, to be honest. If you're in, I mean, I reckon give it a shot, man. You might like it.
Much uncertainty surrounds the Archangel Malthael. Once the calm guiding hand of wisdom, he was lost to us the moment the World Stone disappeared. Unable to fathom that catastrophic event.
My
he
hatred is too
abandoned
low.
heaven. His departure created a colossal fracture within the Council.
Right.
One that, to this day, remains unrepaired.
So Malthael is Archangel of Wisdom. And he's been MIA ever since the Worldstone. I see. How do you feel about my dog watching our stream? Is he subbed? I'm kidding. I don't know. How am I supposed to feel? Hey doggo, how you doing? Enjoying that content? That's thank you, boy, yeah?
Not enough hatred.
Sorry, man. I'm just gonna be quite a lot happening in this game. Trying to pay attention to both dialogue and the lore and the story, all the little objectives. But yeah, basically what I did was I just started a fresh character. I put it on like the highest difficulty, and yeah, you know how normally in games you kind of do like a gradual rise. I just went all the way right to the end. Obviously, we've come a long way since then.
To do that.
It was rough at the start, but we've made some progress.
I could get accustomed
Got some
to that.
gear.
That was a worthy foe.
So do you know anything?
Glorious.
Do you know anything about Diablo games, Proto? I can explain to you how it kind of works if you like. Give you like an idea. Alrighty.
If you destroy the Oculus, my hell rift will consume you.
Okay, I don't think I missed anything last time. I think it was just more flex. Like the casual, like the typical Asmodan
My
flex.
hatred is too low.
You will never defeat me. Rubbish. Not really. I've only seen it a few times from this friend of mine. So the whole premise of the game is basically killing stuff and getting loot, man. Every time you kill something, you have a chance of rolling either a normal, a magic, a rare, or a legendary item.
The Hell Rifts are closed. You have far exceeded my expectations, Nephilim. But there is not a moment to waste. Quickly, you must make your way to the Silver Spire.
Okay. Yeah, so
I
you
need
kill
more
you
hatred
kill
to
stuff,
do
you get
that.
loot, and that loot adds to your general stats. You get stronger, and then you have abilities you can play with. I'm not I'm not really doing any justice. There's a lot going on. That's why. How do you? Where do you even start from when you explain ARPGs? But it's like if you're into repetitious gameplay, that's what it's mostly about. Ooh, actually, yeah. Is this strength? It is. So right now, I've got a shoulder piece for my follower. Increases his damage and his recovery. So I put this on him.
I will use
He
this.
gets stronger. I'll probably just bake that. And let's go to base actually.
The hell rifts are closed, but it is of no matter. Soon there will be nothing left of these high heavens. All creation will be the realm of terror.
And in regards to the story,
I am returning to town.
it's basically this eternal war between hell and heaven, and we're kind of like these special beings in the middle, and we're trying to fight and reclaim the sanctity of the world that we live in by killing the demons. But then he's got like your prime evils, and you got like archangels, and like there's like whole commanders and stuff. There's like this whole political system within the angel and hell realms. Is man, it's quite the task trying to explain this now that I think about it. Yeah. But any questions, man, let me know. I'll try to answer best I can. Okay, so we've got a legendary. Ooh, okay, all right, okay. Wait, this is different. Wait a minute, this is Natalia's. Oh, this is a completely different set. Oh, hold the phone. Welcome to melee weapon. Your damage increased by 6,000%. Shadow power gains the effect of every rune and lasts forever. Wow, impale deal. Ah, so it's like an impale build. Wow, 75k weapon damage to the first enemy hit. That's pretty sick, actually. Okay, we'll hold on to that for a potential different build. Put that over there. That's pretty cool, though. I thought it was Natalis for sure. Alright, cool, let's continue. Find the portal to the crystal. Okay, I think I know where that is. So we have to fight Diablo, basically. Oh man, it's like. So the story starts off in Diablo 1. Basically, this Dark Wanderer comes into town. Oh man, like, do I even want to start this? It's such a long story. It starts in Diablo 1 with this Diablo guy coming in like the disguise of a human and corrupting a town. And then you're like a mercenary that happens to visit the town, and so you want to help out the town, so you start clearing like the chapel and then the dungeons, and then eventually you get to the Dark Wanderer. You kill him, but because that power is so influential, like you can't resist his temptation, so you as
So, the Lord of Terror has
Sorry.
returned once again.
God damn it, John
Of
Dar.
all the evils,
Shut up, man.
he is the most resilient.
The Lord of Terror himself. I have been waiting for this moment for a long time.
So, because of that temptation, you end up sticking that crystal that contains the Diablo into yourself as the main hero, and the story ends there. And then Diablo 2, you come as a different mercenary that goes to find you from the first game to defeat you. And you go through like all the prime evils until you get to Diablo and you kill him. And then in the third game, which is the one we're playing now, just recently you find out he's had this massive plot to have us kill all the lieutenants in the Hell Army so that Diablo can reign as the supreme leader of Hell. And now we're kind of continuing from there. That's like a very, very simple summary of what's happened, but I think it's the best you're gonna get, man, because there's a lot going on. Unfortunately, you came like right towards the end of the series, sort of.
Tyrael.
This is Tyrael.
Yes, my friend. I am ready to again fight by your side. I was wrong to give in to despair. You have shown me there is still a chance for victory.
But we must hurry. Even now, Diablo makes his way to the Silver Spire.
I finally understand. Your kind faces death and darkness every day, yet still you find the courage to move forward.
It is an honor to be one of you.
So this guy was actually an archangel, but he's one of the archangels that cares about humanity the most. Every other archangel voted to wipe out humanity because we're too much of we're too much. What's the word? Because if the demons possess us, then we're gonna work against the angels, right? So we're too much of a nuisance, kind of, in a way. Like wow, there was a word for it. I can't think of it. Because we're easily corruptible, the demons can use us against the heavens. So the angels were like, "Hey, let's just wipe them out. We don't have to deal with them." And then this guy was an archangel, but he gave up his angel abilities to come down and help us. Like he made this like ultimate sacrifice to come help us in this time of need. Find Imperius at the Crystal Colony. So
We're
Imperius.
near the spire now. Wait, who's that ahead?
Imperius was, I think, another archangel. There's like all different archangels. One is like a representative of honor. One is wisdom. One is justice. One is like, I can't think of the word. Where, like, were you really good at fighting? Where you fight for like a good cause. So they all like resemble different kind of traits, holy traits. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's a Gigi Chad, ultimate sacrifice. Yes, he's badass, Imperious.
Your kind does not belong here. If I see you again, you will die.
As you can see, he's a bit, for an angel, he's a bit not very nice. I think he was the
Pay
one.
him no mind. This is your fight, Nephilim. Your power is even greater than Tyrael foresaw.
One can only hope. But now, we must stop Diablo before he reaches the crystal arch above us.
And now Diablo managed to get into the heavens itself and start corrupting it, which is like never been seen before.
I knew you would come. That a champion from the mortal world would light our darkest hour. Your courage and mobility shine out across this realm, blinding our enemies.
My thanks, Ariel. I will see to it that your song is never silenced again.
I know you will do all you can, for this is your hour. Go forth with my blessing and show all creation why the Nephilim are the future.
And the Nephilim is what I am. And the story with the Nephilim is one each. So there's this eternal conflict. There's this raging war that's been going on for like millions of years between angels and demons. And some angels and some demons had enough, and they abandoned like their realm, and they got together and fell in love with one another. And out of an angel and a demon, my race, like the main character, was born. And so now we have like the best of both worlds. And you can even argue it's kind of like how human beings are, right? Because we have good in us, but we also have like bad in us. So it's kind of like the fantastical explanation of humans within this story of an angel and a demon getting together.
Can Diablo still be defeated?
Only in the light that lies within you, Nephilim. I will take heart from it and hope for your victory. The future is ever writing itself. Unknowable, just beyond sight and touch.
Yeah, the lore is more of just like a background thing. The core element part of the game is just the killing, getting loot, upgrading, and min-maxing. That's the core kind of gameplay aspect. The story is more of a background, but for me, I really like the setting of Diablo. It's in my when it comes to this genre of game, for me it's the best setting.
Only once in the history of Sanctuary has a Nephilim been as powerful as you. His name was Odyssean.
Odyssean.
The man who sacrificed himself to save the world? I thought that was a fable for children.
He was no myth. Because of his noble sacrifice, I saw the inherent potential in your kind. As such, I voted with Oriel to spare mankind from annihilation.
And yet you both did nothing to help us all these years. I mean no disrespect. I know of your duties here. But my people are trapped in the eternal conflict as well. We have suffered endlessly. We still do.
I have seen enough to know that you speak the truth. Perhaps one day, humanity will find peace.
And the story kind of exploded in Diablo 3. In 1 and 2, it was very simple. But once you get, it just takes a whole different turn in the current game.
So you can see the future.
I see the myriad streams of possibility, all intertwining and weaving into one another. I can hear them echoing forward into eternity.
And yet you do nothing with your great knowledge.
I am not called to be a champion as you are. My role is simply to observe.
I remember angels striding through these halls in all their majesty. We thought ourselves the masters of all creation. Our arrogance was our downfall.
And the thing I like in this setting is that, angels are meant to be like this divine ultimate beings here, but in the setting of the game, they have certain aspects of them that aren't perfect and they're fallible, right? But in a good sense, like fallible in like a good sense. It's weird.
Does the scroll of fate say how this battle
Like being
will
too
end?
just, right?
Doom and darkness.
Is that a thing?
These heavens ruined. The angelic host broken. Diablo victorious.
Do you believe that?
As I have said, Nephilim, your destiny is unwritten. You alone may change these dark times.
And it's interesting, like, exploring these traits when they're separated. Like, if they were all to be in one, like having all them traits, like just, wisdom, etc. But since it's separated, that kind of creates a different sort of dynamic that makes them, I guess, a lot more fallible. Okay, cool. Got the law. Let's continue. What's going on? Who's this?
Sweet revenge!
And the class I'm playing is a demon hunter. There's different. There's like a monk. There's a crusader. There's a sorcerer. There's a necromancer, and a witch doctor. So there's different classes as well. Silver Spire.
Diablo moves to corrupt the crystal arch on the Silver Spire. Should he succeed, the heavens will be lost forever. This is our final chance. Tyrael and I must reach the top of the spire and confront the Lord of Terror.
Yeah, so you've got different lords, like Belial is like the Lord of Lies and Deception, and then you've got Azmodan, Lord of... I can't remember. Like, you got different lords for different almost biblical sins, right? Like, there's like a Lord of Gluttony, there's a Lord of Sin, there's a Lord of...
The darkness grows around us.
all the different kind of biblical major sins. It's a pretty cool place. Ooh, Leah. Nani?
How does it feel, knowing you helped me become the prime evil? For all your mighty deeds, all you really accomplished was unleashing me upon the world. Some savior you are, Nephilim.
Trying to play with my head.
Wait!
Who's this? Aspect of Terror. Ah, what a joke. More like aspect of a joke. Hey, where'd he go? Oh.
Not ready yet.
It's like going in and out of invisibility. I do like this area though, it looks nice. Like the corrupt version of... Hey, where'd he go?
Feel my wrath!
Is he not gonna... Am I not gonna finish him off? What the hell?
Though I forsook my home, to see it again like this, any joy I might have had is replaced with sorrow. Upwards, we must make it to the summit.
Thanks for explaining all this stuff. Ah, of course, man. Absolutely. My pleasure. If you have any questions, let me know, please. It's a bit hard, because there's so much going on, right? But I'll do my best. Any questions at all you have. Okay, cool. Is there more? God damn it, enough. I've even got like my playthrough of the first and second game on YouTube if you're ever interested in seeing how things came to be from like 2000 and like 1996 to the current year.
Diablo is climbing the spire to the Crystal Arch. We must hurry.
Meanwhile, me just talking to NPCs.
How could you convince my own husband to kill me? I could have been saved, but you made him cut me down.
Trying to
No, that isn't her.
play on our emotions. Aspect of Lies. Example, this guy Belial's assassin. Yeah, see. Trying to think of what Azmodan was. Oh yeah, and then like obviously there's like the Lord of Lust and stuff as well, which is like this spider boss that seduces her victims.
The Mallet Lords are brutal overseers, second only to the seven evils themselves. The Mallet demons rule the seething outer reaches of the hells that surround the central realms, and have long refused to join any of the lesser evil's armies. Surely the destruction
Need
would
more
be
time.
unthinkable if such a thing ever came to pass.
And that guy that was just talking was one of the main characters, like the biggest main character of first and second game. He's like this great kind of scholar that has so much knowledge on the world and demons and angels and magic and individuals. Like he spent his entire life just traveling the lands, discovering and learning. And in this game, just recently, he passed away. in, like, in like the worst possible way. We were talking about it before. Because as good as this game is, there's a lot of things it kind of messed up in the opinions of a lot of people. And it was this guy's death that they kind of didn't do
The demon's
justice.
corruption no longer holds your spirits, angels.
The fountains of heaven flowed with the energy of the crystal arch. But now look at them.
That was a rare boy. And then you've got like different monster types here. So just like the loot that you can get, whether it's magic or rare, you can get enemy types that are also normal, magic, rare, or legendary types, which obviously make them harder to kill. And they also have their own abilities, which you kind of have to dodge and stuff. Like this guy's got Illusionist, he has like copying himself. That's one of his traits. And it's all completely RNG. The thing that makes this game so fun to play is that it's all completely RNG. Like no one playthrough is ever going to be the same. Your playthrough and my playthrough will be completely different. From the gear
Darkness awaits you.
from the gear that you get to the monsters that you fight. That's what makes it completely exciting and like repeatable. I have no idea what's going on screen right now, but it looks intense. It's just me. Hold on, I can go for the abilities real quick for you. Hey Koala, welcome, how are you? Riker? Hell, isn't that the YouTube guy? That's how I am when he plays League. Hey man, League's not that difficult. I mean, I guess I've been playing MOBAs for years, so...
I'll be telling stories about that for a while.
Okay, so I'll go for my abilities so you kind of get what's going on. So this is Vault. So I press this, I kind of like dash around like this, dodge abilities. This is my companion, which makes my companion stronger. This is Rain of Vengeance, so I press this, and from the sky, like demons start crashing down and freezing the enemy. And this ability just makes me stronger. I've got these boulders, which is like, as you can see the icon, it's like a string of like balls attached, and it kind of freezes them. And this is like a cluster arrow that when I shoot it, it explodes basically. Koala's Proto's Koala. Proto has been joining the streams recently for like the past, I think, 3 days now. It's been consecutively. He's a League of Legends player as well. He also plays the champion that I play.
I'm still waiting.
He's been hanging out recently, and Koala is a very nice individual I met on RuneScape when I was playing RuneScape, when I was doing a lot more RuneScape streams back in the days.
My
Yeah.
hatred is too
He also
low.
occasionally plays Fortnite with us
Not
as well.
ready yet.
And I think that's about it, yeah. That's my introduction to Koala. Sum it up real quick.
The corruption is so much more thorough here than it was in the gardens. So much more complete. Diablo knows the spire is the heart of the high heavens.
So yeah, I'm basically just killing stuff. And when they die, sometimes they drop gold, sometimes they drop gear. Like they might drop some pants, they might drop some weapons, they might drop some gems. Anything that's gonna help me get stronger and kill things faster. And those numbers are just like the damage that I'm doing. Donna Koala, how was your weekend? How are you? Also, I just saw your message before. Don't worry about it, man. Please, you don't have to apologize for such things. Don't ever apologize for that. I know your intentions. Don't think of anything. I'm not gonna think otherwise ever. I promise. Oh, we met a couple days ago. Oh, sorry. My bad. I must have forgotten.
The demon's corruption no longer holds your spirits, angels.
Worst weekend of my life? Wow, really? What happened? I mean, unless it's personal. Ooh, nah. I do need a legendary Quiver though. Ooh, here we go. The creation of Sanctuary, okay.
I knew Inarius long ago, when he was still among the angels. But he grew weary of battling the demons after a time, and he began to secretly conspire with demons in order to forge a peace. The demoness Lilith became his greatest ally in the Hells, and many other demons and angels joined his cause.
Right, okay. And I believe Lilith is the main antagonist in Diablo 4, if I'm not mistaken. Interesting, interesting.
Look at the destruction Diablo has wrought. If we do not stop him, this is the future of all creation.
Ultimately, our mother.
After he gained a following, Inarius stole the sacred world stone and used it to create and conceal a world he called Sanctuary. Demons and angels alike fled there, and some of them, including Inarius and Lilith, fell in love. Many of these unions resulted in children. They were called the Nephilim.
I don't mind this aspect of Diablo 3. I think it's a nice expanding on the war and how the world, like it really kind of takes a deeper dive into what's going on in the Diablo universe, which is nice. But I think it's the pacing of it that kind of feels a bit rushed in regards to the gameplay, like fighting the bosses and stuff. I think that's kind of my only fun about Diablo 3 mostly, or like my most obvious one. My younger brother, who is special needs, ran away and got lost. Oh no. We had Coast Guard and search dogs and teams. It was intense and scary, but oh no, I'm glad you guys found him. I only work half the week, so we'll be chill. Oh, that's good. Yeah, good. Thank God nothing serious happened. I remember when I was really small, I was a massive terror. And I'd run away from home multiple times, especially once when we were overseas, like for the first time. Yeah, we went to visit family overseas, and imagine like a 6-year-old just leaving the house in an unknown country, on the streets, and you're a parent. He just pieces out. You know what I mean? So what happened was, my uncle, I was being a little shithead, yeah. And my uncle was like, you know what? You're gonna be a little shithead. Excuse the language.
I am
Well,
your
guess what?
destruction.
I'm gonna kick you out of the house. So he kind of put me in front of the door, yeah. Biggest mistake of his life. And he thought, you know, I'm probably just gonna stay at the door and be like, oh, come on, let me back in, let me back in. You know, I'll be good, you know. But me being the crazy little kid that I was, ended up just piecing out and going for a stroll. My uncle ended up copying it from the rest of the family. Like, how could you? He's just a little kid and you put him outside. How if he gets lost or murdered, it's going to be all on you. So he copped it. But eventually, I found my way to like my cousin's house. I somehow remembered like the directions to my cousin's house and ended up staying there. And they were obviously relieved to find out I had just walked all the way to my cousin's house on like the other side of town or whatever. Yay. Your parents at the time must have... yeah,
Wait, there is something different here.
What's different? I mean, I don't know, man. Like, hell's kind of taken over the heavens. You're gonna have to be specific, Tyrone.
Your old lieutenant.
Old lieutenant? Who this? Who's the old lieutenant?
It seems we've both fallen from grace, Tyrael. Come, embrace your former lieutenant.
You have a name, Mr. Former Lieutenant? I'd really like to know. Izual. Oh yeah, Izual. Wait, was it Izual? In Diablo 2, was he the same one that betrays... He's the betrayer, yeah? Yeah, he is. Literally, it says the betrayer right under his name. Wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the same guy who fought in Diablo 2. He was a bit of a piss take in Diablo 2. I think he's a bit of a piss take now as well.
Not enough hatred.
Pretty tanky though. I took the rock.
The corruption cannot be stopped.
What do they offer you, man? I took the wrong bus during like my second day of university and my cellphone was dead. That was quite an experience for my parents.
The cold hand of death reaches out.
Hey, poor boy, where is he? You love Zax? Any specific reason why? Is it because of the angels and the demons? Didn't have to pop vengeance there, but whatevs.
Look beneath you and see the ruin of heaven.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan of this, just talking every 5 seconds to just smack talk me. It really kills the vibe. They did it with Asmodan, they're doing it with Diablo as well.
The angel Izual was once Tyrion's lieutenant.
Okay.
But he was captured by the enemy after an ill-advised assault upon the Hellforge. Izual surrendered to demonic corruption and revealed the secrets of the Soul Stones to the Prime Evers. Tyrael claimed that Izual was slain years ago, but his replacement has never emerged from the Crystal Arch.
I see, I see. So there's like a lot of drama between angels and demons. They're both trying to, you know, gain something from one another.
I often came to this great span to meditate on things as I looked out over the Silver City. The view used to calm me. Now I find it does the opposite.
It is nice. One thing I do like about Diablo 3 is the background kind of looks like... Oh, some of the backgrounds look like potential wallpaper material, like it was hand-drawn or paint-drawn. Paint drawn? Does that make sense? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Paint, it looks like a painting. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
The
say.
angel spirit is free now. May he be at peace.
I think that was what they were going for as well. Actually, let's go back to
I need
base
to go back.
and do some NPC chitty chats and see what's going on there. Yeah, there is some new ones. We'll do a quick little round. Talk with the great citizens of this stronghold. Adric, nothing, okay. Oh, yep, she's got one.
Your task will soon be done. The angels will then have no choice but to value mortals, thanks to you.
You may be right.
Of course I'm right. Look who you're talking to. Have I ever steered you wrong?
No, but you hide the truth as it pleases you.
All for your own good, Chelsea. All for your own good.
I wonder what Chelsea means, man. I think it's like my love or my dear in whatever language it's meant to be in the game.
Of all my companions, you are the one who is still the greatest mystery. Before I face Diablo, tell me who you really are.
I think we understand each other perfectly. Why bring the truth into it?
You are right. Behind that smile, I see a man haunted by his past, much as I am. But I also think the world could do worse than have you for a god.
What a nice thing to say. And to return the favor, I do believe that the world could not do better than to have you as a savior. At any rate, when you defeat Diablo, don't laze about. We have other lands to explore, you and I. Dirge's jewel is still out there somewhere.
They should do an expansion for Cup of the Shen where you gotta go find this jewel.
I know what I fear. For long years, I feared the jewel of Dirges would fall into the wrong hands. That its evil would be unleashed upon
Oh, they're
us.
just talking about the Soul Stone?
But in the sight of this, in the sight of all this destruction, I can hardly look or even think upon a jewel, even one as terrible as Dirges.
Maybe it's for the Will
You
Stone.
must save us.
Or the Soul Stone, or one of the stones.
Got some new items for the woman who saved the keep. Take a look.
Thank you for everything. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Time to go home yet, Mum?
Soon, love. Soon.
Is this the last battle?
The battles never end, but you will be safe when Diablo is destroyed.
I don't want to be safe. I want revenge.
What a badass.
You will have it, I promise.
Male demon hunter incoming.
You have one last scrap ahead of you, I hear. Might I ask you a favor?
Of course. What would you have of me?
When you're killing Diablo, and I have no doubt you will, think of my lads. Will you? Make them pay for all of this.
You have my word.
My husband's blood bought us victory against Asmodan's armies. Don't let it be for nothing.
Oh, they end
I
up
won't.
dying.
I promise.
Feels bad.
Got some new goods. Better buy them before someone else does.
This is the end, isn't it?
One way or the other. Good luck, hero.
You really should take a look at all the new things.
One last fight for our hero, and we can go home.
Don't you wish you could help?
Ha! I don't think she needs it.
You what? Okay, the followers, a final gift.
I have something for you, Lyndon.
Is that so?
It's gold. When the time is right, I will take you to Kingsport and help you pay off the Merchants Guild and win your brother's freedom.
You can't be serious.
You should know me by now. I'm extremely serious.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, you'll think of something. You always do.
A cereal.
I spoke with Ethereal, and he helped me translate the document. It was written by an angel who saw promise in humanity.
He began to teach a group of young women who had killed the demons their masters summoned.
They were you and your sisters, weren't they?
None other. The prophet I have followed for so many years. He was an angel.
Now I know why you recognized Tyrael right away.
Yes, but I do not know whether the prophet was the dying angel I met or not. The writings say that he worked in absolute secrecy. Ethereal knew nothing of them.
Then you must find a new path through the world without him.
You are right. And I hope that path will still be with you, my friend.
I do like that both angels and the demons have these little pockets of influence, like throughout the entire history of Sanctuary. Like one decided to just have a sisterhood of like mages that would help out against the war in some way. That's cool, man. That's cool. Okay, alright, let's continue. The Great Spire. The Great Span.